Good morning and welcome to Montrose Fresh, the new podcast from the Montrose Daily Press. It's Monday, December 7th, and we're here to bring you a closer look at our top stories, events, and more that matter to us here in Western Colorado. Today, our focus is on the surge in coronavirus cases and how tests only hint at infection rates. Today's episode is brought to you by Elevate Internet. Whether it's for your home or your business, they offer the best speeds at the best price. Right now, if you refer a friend, you can get $25 off. Give them a call for more information at 844-386-8744 or visit them at elevateinternet.com. Before we begin, here's an event going on in Montrose this week that we're looking forward to. On Saturday at 6 p.m., join Dark Skies Paonia and the Western Slope Conservation Center for a tour of the night sky at Paonia River Park. They'll take a short walk along the path, stopping along the way to talk about celestial objects you can see in the night sky and some of the stories other cultures have about them. No astronomy or astrology experience is necessary. All are welcome. They'll even provide tea and hot chocolate to keep everyone warm. And don't forget to wear a mask. Now our feature story. Months into the COVID-19 pandemic and deep into a public awareness campaign, health experts had hoped to see consistent mask use and social distancing that would help to reduce spread of the virus. But instead, Montrose County's data indicate a plunge in metrics like social distancing and an upswing in positive cases, including 2 more COVID deaths. Dr. Joe Adranya, the county's contract pandemic specialist and public health medical advisor, is worried. He said that, quote, "I personally am seeing relaxation of compliance in mask use. We know community levels are high and they're going to become higher." More specifically, Adranya said that since mid-October, there was a 33% reduction in participation of these recommendations. And how is that measured? The Domo coronavirus tracker system uses mobile device location data to show how much time individuals spend at home. It's important to note that the system is only tracking people that have voluntarily signed up. During Colorado's stay-at-home orders earlier this year, Montrose County peaked at 68% social distancing, indicating a significant increase in the amount of time people were spending at home. But in October, the drop was precipitous, and it fell to 0%. In addition to discussing the change in social distancing behavior, Adranya noted that COVID test numbers don't necessarily demonstrate how many people have actually contracted the virus. So though Montrose County may not seem to be poorly positioned when you look at the test results, this may be due to the fact that about 85% of the people that contract the virus experience very little or even no symptoms at all. In a recent Montrose business update, Montrose County Commissioner Sue Hansen explained the dangers of a lack of social distancing to local businesses, as well as testing limitations.
The largest factor for spread is community spread. That means people are getting together. They're getting together in groups outside of your workplace, and that's where a lot of the spread is coming. The county and the city are encouraging you to make a plan and you to talk to your employees about making a plan. That means that if somebody tests positive and they have to quarantine and they live in a family unit, they're going to have to, define a room that might be useful for that so that you can adequately quarantine and isolate. And the most important piece here, and we're going to cover it time and time again, is that we want people to stay home when they're sick. We are currently in the orange dial, which is reduces the impact is mostly on small businesses and restaurants, reducing the percentage of occupancy. We're teetering on the red, which even takes it to a higher level of restriction. So we are preparing for the future. We want to make sure that everybody is knowledgeable about what's going to happen. But I want to just take a second and talk about tests. We have in the community, you hear people just running to go get tests, and if they test negative, they feel like they're fine to go back to work and everything's hunky-dory. I want you to understand that just because one of your employees tests negative does not mean that they couldn't contract the virus in the next day or so, or that they don't have the virus.
Adranya also fears people rely too much on the test results, but there are false negatives, even among people with symptoms. At this point, he feels that the community needs to brace itself for a high census of COVID patients at the hospital. And MMH spokeswoman Leanne Tobin agrees, saying that the hospital is already very busy, but not quite at surge capacity yet. Adranya's advice: if you protect those most at risk, then you protect the hospital. Next, here are a few other things going on in Montrose that you should know about. COVID outbreak sites grow in Delta. Among them is Delta County Health Services, Delta Correctional Facility, as well as the Hellman Chevrolet Buick dealership and the Delta County School District's bus barn. Sideline Sports Bar has stepped into the space previously occupied by R&R Sports Bar, with the ownership group keen on offering Montrose a family-oriented experience that all ages can enjoy. Montrose art studio Willis Tunes is sponsoring a fundraiser for the month of December to benefit Sharing Ministries Food Bank. And finally, we know it's a difficult time to search for a job right now, so we're excited to bring you a new opportunity. Today's job listing is from Hilltop's Montrose Family Resource Center. They're hiring a part-time support services specialist. This job entails various activities, and the right person will be outgoing and friendly, and ideally bilingual. For more information, visit htop.org. That's all for today, and thank you for listening. For more information on any of these stories, visit us at montrosepress.com. And don't forget to check out our sponsor, Elevate Internet. Visit them at elevateinternet.com to learn more. For more than 137 years, the Montrose Daily Press has been dedicated to shining a light on all the issues that matter to our community. Go to montrosepress.com to subscribe for just $1.99 per week for our digital edition. You'll get unlimited access to every story, feature, and special section. Thank you, and remember to tune in again next time on montrosepress.com or wherever you listen to podcasts.